What is going on? It's your boy Dylan. We're back with another one, man. You are watching Micromanagement 2K. We're here to tackle on another rebuild. In today's episode, we are going to be building the greatest small ball team of all time in NBA 2K26. The only rule to this rebuild here, 6'7" and under. Nobody on the team can be taller than 6'7". Our center's going to be probably 6'7". That literally is the only rule. Probably going to be running a perimeter-centric team. We're going to be doing a fantasy draft to start it off. I did think about starting off with a team that's already pretty short in average height, like the Knicks, for example, and trading away Karl-Anthony Towns, or doing the Warriors with Steph Curry, but I felt like that's kind of cheating. Let's just do a fantasy draft to pick our team. That way we can ensure everybody on the roster is 6'7" or under. We are going to be using my Orlando Magic. We've seen teams like the Phoenix Suns in the past with Mike D'Antoni and 7 seconds or less offense. We've seen the Warriors be very successful. We've seen James Harden and the Rockets do a small ball lineup when they were running PJ Tucker at the 5. Our only goal is to win a championship, maybe even a dynasty, depending on how long it takes for us to get our first championship, or if we even get a championship at all. We've never seen a roster 6'7" or under from top down win a championship, so I'm wondering if this is going to be possible in 2K. I'm very excited to do this rebuild. I've been wanting to do this for a minute, just been waiting to have time to really focus on it and be able to hone in on it to build the best team possible. It's going to be interesting. Gonna go ahead and select the Orlando Magic, and we're going to dive right into this fantasy draft. We landed the 5th pick. Honestly, kind of was wishing we got a little bit lower, but we'll definitely take the 5th, and we are going to go with Anthony Edwards as our centerpiece here. 24 years old, budding, not even a budding superstar. He is one of the faces of this league. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets to his first finals and wins his first championship. We're going to be getting him a championship in this year rebuild to our best ability. So we're down to the 25th in the second round. You got like Jimmy Butler that we could bring in, 36 years old. Don't know if I want to do that. Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is 6'7". He could play the center spot for us. He's a great overall defender, can switch through the 1 through 5. Not the greatest three-point shooter, so he'd probably be our ideal 5-man. Only a C+ rebounder though. Averaging about 7.5 rebounds for his career though. I mean, he could be enough there. Could grab De'Aaron Fox here, pair him up with Anthony Edwards. Brandon Ingram's too tall. Got Desmond Bane out here. Scotty Barnes, same age as Anthony Edwards. Got a pretty nice contract here, about $40 million a year for 5 years. Got Anthony Edwards on a nice contract as well. 5 years, 225, about $45 million a year. He's making 38 this year. De'Aaron Fox is a nice selection too though. We need Scotty Barnes though. Yeah, we're gonna go Scotty Barnes here. So Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes being your top 2 players here so far, and we're gonna have the 5th pick in the 3rd round, so we be able to come right back and get a nice player here. De'Aaron Fox goes to the top of the 1st. If he fell to us, that would have been insane. Desmond Bane's still out here. Jalen Suggs is out here. Some current Magic players we could get. And we're going with the 2K listed height. It's going to be 2K 6'7" or under. But I think we should go with like Jalen Suggs or Desmond Bane. One of those two. Jalen Suggs, Scotty Barnes. Defensively, we'd be a monster. And then having Anthony Edwards lead the way on offense. I almost think we should go Toumani Camara just because of that contract there. We could go Obvious too tall. I'm really debating if we go Suggs or Camara here. Yeah, these later rounds is where it gets tougher. Monty Kamara's got that A post defense though. Jalen Suggs, we'd have to leave like the lowest. We could play him at the 3, but that's about as far as we could go. We really in this lineup could run Toumani Camara at the 5. We're gonna lack in rebounding either way, but this contract is so nice, and he's got a team option after this. It'll give us room to grab some really nice high paid guys later on if we want. We're gonna get Toumani Camara here in the 3rd round. Very high praise for him. 6'7", amazing defender, can knock down the 3-point shot. He's probably gonna be our starting 4 this season. So we got Scotty Barnes, Monty Camara, and Anthony Edwards. I'm liking the way the team's looking so far. And now we're going to be at the back of the 4th round. Jalen Suggs goes here at the end of the 3rd. I imagine Desmond Bane, yeah, he went shortly after our pick. I'm really thinking DeJounte Murray here, just because he is a great scorer, great defender as well, but he really is just a guard. Him being 6'4", if we were to throw him out of that 3 or 4 spot, it just wouldn't be right. Lou Dort, on the other hand, though, same height at 6'4", but he's currently playing the 3 full-time, essentially, at OKC. Great 3-and-D player, can defend on the inside a little bit. He's got some size and nice build to him. 26 years old. He's on an $18 million a year contract. He's got a team option after this, it looks like. I think we should go with Lou Dort. May not win a championship this first year, so we really got to think about the future in this draft. Could get Peyton Pritchard here. Last year's 6th man of the year. Got 14, 4, and 3. Nice numbers on 28 minutes a night. Next to Anthony Edwards. We got Lou Dort. We got Toumani Camara. We got Scotty Barnes. So we're really set through the 2 through 5 for this 6, 7, and under squad. We really just need a point guard. I really thought about Anthony Black here as as well. 2 more years left on his contract. Got a team option next year. He's making about $8 million. This is a guy, Anthony Black, that we could throw, current Magic player that we could throw anywhere. Just one of those positionless players in today's league. Anthony Black being so young too. Yeah, I think we draft Anthony Black. Him being 6'7", he's so versatile for this rebuild. DeJounte Murray finally goes here. I almost got DeJounte Murray, and that would have probably been better for us year one to win games. But as far as development goes and getting young guys to build around, Anthony Black's the one for sure. And we're picking in the back of the 6th round. Malik Monk's here. He could be our 6th man. We just drafted Anthony Black, so Malik Monk may actually start for us, or he probably would be a 6th man though. Not great defensively though. 6'3". He would have to play the guard spot. You really don't want him anywhere else, either the 1 or the 2. Now we got to fill out our bench. Malik Monk would be a good start, getting about $20 million a year for 2 years here. Only 27 years old still, so we're gonna draft Malik Monk. Gonna be our 6th man coming off the bench for us. Hopefully getting close to that 20 points a night as a 6th man. Really increase our offensive rating there. Picking in the beginning of the 7th round, we're gonna go Patrick Williams. He's 24 years old, still has some potential. He could fill out, knock down the 3 for us. He can get in the paint and defend. Checks a little bit higher than I'd want. $54 million, 3 years. Let's just hope he develops here. Peyton Watson could have been a good decision as well. Here in this 8th round, we still kind of need a point guard here. We could go DiVincenzo or Davion Mitchell. Yeah, I think DiVincenzo is the way to go. So we got our point guard, man. We're picking right at the top here in the next round. Is this where we go grab Derrick Jones Jr.? I think it is. Really trying to stack up on those 6'7" guys and see who's going to be good in that starting center for us. So this is maybe a little bit of a reach, but I'm tired of getting young guys sniped from me. So Olivier Maxence Prosper, we're going to draft. He's on a 2-way contract here with the Mavs. Solid rebounder for his size and a good defender. Can score on the interior. So him being 23 years old, hopefully we could develop him into something. Yeah, it's just straight young guys going here. And we're going to grab a young Walter Clayton Jr. here to develop behind Anthony Edwards. That feels like a good pick. We'll grab a young Hugo Gonzalez too to see if he can develop here. Terrence Mann is still out here. That feels weird leaving him out there like that. Almost feel like we should go with him. Is he going to get in the way of our young guys? I'm just going to grab Kessler Edwards. Could have got another young guy. Thought about getting Terrence Mann there, but I thought he would just get in the way. I don't like his contract either. So last round here, we get one more pick. Could have probably waited for Kessler Edwards. We get one more pick for all the marbles. And should we do something ridiculous? And I'll grab Jay Crowder for 1 year. He's got 7 badges. He's 6'6", can shoot the 3. We can throw him in that 5 spot if we need to. He can mentor some guys. Jay Crowder as our 14th guy drafted. So there's your squad, man. Nice young squad. Nobody over 30 besides Jay Crowder here. You got Anthony Edwards. You got Scotty Barnes. You got Toumani Camara, Lou Dort, Malik Monk, Anthony Black, Dante DiVincenzo, Derrick Jones Jr., Patrick Williams, Olivier Maxence Prosper, Kessler Edwards, Walter Clayton Jr., Hugo Gonzalez, and that's going to round out your team of the greatest small ball team of all time. Nobody on this roster over 6'7". It's going to be a crazy, wild year. We do got Anthony Edwards, thankfully, so anything's possible. Solid perimeter defense team. Seeing a lot of A grades there, a lot of B grades. Post defense, not as much. Kessler Edwards, we're probably going to be playing a lot in the 5. Monty Kamara is going to be playing a lot of 4. Scotty Barnes might start at the 5 for us all season. Malik Monk going to be that 6 man for us primarily. Going to be looking to develop Anthony Black here. Going to be looking at Anthony Edwards and Scotty Barnes to continue developing. They're only 24. Hopefully we can hit some more potential for these guys. Anthony Edwards is already almost maxed out, but Scotty Barnes for sure we'd like to see develop here. So yeah, the development of Anthony Black, Olivier Maxence Prosper, of Walter Clayton Jr., of Hugo Gonzalez, that is going to be crucial for this team's development. Going to be interesting to see how we do in this year 1, but I really like the team, man. Jumping right into it. Going to auto-generate rookies. LeBron James wants to do a farewell tour. We'll deny that. I'm going to go ahead and move Lou Dort over to the 3 to maximize him. Let's look at who he's got as the starting 5 for us. I'm really thinking Scotty Barnes at the 5, Toumani Camara at the 4, Lou Dort at the 3. Let's start DiVincenzo at that starting point guard spot. We'll have Anthony Black kind of develop coming off the bench here for us. We are going to obviously deal with injuries this season, so we will start with the 9-man rotation to start off the season and kind of see how this goes. DiVincenzo, we're going to start off starting at the point guard with 25 minutes. Going to give 37 to Anthony Edwards at that shooting guard spot. Lou Dort is going to be playing the 3 for us with 29 minutes, as well as Toumani Camara right next to him at the 4 spot, getting 29 minutes. 34 minutes is going to go to Scotty Barnes. at the 5 spot. We got Malik Monk getting 27 minutes as our 6th man. We got Anthony Black coming in, getting 23 minutes a night, 19 minutes a night for Derrick Jones Jr., kind of playing that backup 5 for us. Patrick Williams playing that backup 4, 3, 5. He's going to be getting 17 minutes, but we're just going to run a 9-man rotation and see how it goes for us. Get shooters open, shoot at will. We're going to be a fast team compared to others. Limit transition on offensive rebounding. We're not going to get a whole lot of those, so I agree with that. We'll do a neutral defensive aggression. Some crash, others run. On defensive rebounding, we got a current 4-star system proficiency on balanced. We're just going to run with a balanced system. Let's look into some player mentorship. We're going to give Walter Clayton Jr. set shot specialist, strong handle, as well as a physical finisher badge. Then we're going to get Hugo Gonzalez getting mentored up by Lou Dort here. He's going to get a lot of good defensive badges here. Going to give him off-ball pep, pick dodger, as well as on-ball menace. And that's the only one where I see real badges getting accomplished here. So yeah, just these two. Hugo Gonzalez getting mentored by Lou Dort. Walter Clayton Jr. getting mentored by Jay Crowder. And we're off to the races, baby. Let's just see how we look in the power rankings. We're second in the power rankings, so that's good. Brooklyn Nets are first. They got TJ McConnell, Mikal Bridges, Devin Vassell, Jason Tatum, Jalen Duren, DeJounte Murray is our 6th man, Robert Williams the 3rd, Gary Payton the 2nd, Nick Batum, Dante Exum. So it looks like they went with the best available draft. Didn't get a whole lot of young guys to develop. Devin Vassell is pretty young still. Jason Tatum's in the prime of his career. But yeah, a lot of veteran pieces here. Jalen Duren is very young. A lot of veteran pieces here. They're going to be a solid squad for this year. Let's look at our cap table, because that was our main concern. We couldn't really look at the cap during the draft, so I kind of just had to assume what was a good pick or not for our cap. So looking at our salary cap, we still had luxury tax room, so we honestly drafted perfect cap-wise. We don't have any cap next year, but we still have a lot of guys under contract. Won't have to re-sign too many. Maxine's Prosper, Kessler Edwards, Jay Crowder being the only 3 we don't have under contract next year. Hopefully Maxine's Prosper will come back for a minimum, as well as Kessler Edwards. We'll see how they do this year. Patrick Williams contract, the only one I'm really concerned about here. Malik Monk contract, very easily movable. We could trade him for a good trade piece down the line. Hopefully he's going to work out as our 6th man though. The Anthony Edwards contract is well worth it, of course. Scotty Barnes contract is a good value as well. We got Anthony Black for 2 more years. Tumani Kamara on their rookie deals. Walter Clayton Jr. we got on a rookie deal. DiVincenzo we got on a good deal for 2 more years, about $12 million a year. Lou Dort, $18 million a year. We got a team option on him next year. Hugo Gonzalez we have on a rookie deal. Derrick Jones Jr., $10 million a year. We'll see if we want to re-sign him when that's up. So yeah, put ourselves in a great situation cap-wise. $186.5 million in team salary with $1.4 million in luxury tax room. I love this team. Let's see how we do. We're going to disable CPU trade offers because I'm just going to get a bunch of guys that are too tall for this lineup, and if we trade, we'll trade later on. Patrick Williams, he gets hurt with a twisted left knee. He's out 1 to 2 weeks, so I think that's a good time to maybe put in Maxine's Prosper while Patrick Williams heals there. We'll give Prosper 13 minutes. Let's throw Walter Clayton some minutes too. Let's bring down DiVincenzo's. So now running a 10-man rotation. We're starting off hot. We're 12-4. Patrick Williams is back. Walter Clayton Jr., let's see how he's done. Doing a little something with his minutes, not taking too many shots. Not really doing a whole lot. Go ahead and take him out. Maxine's Prosper, it says he's doing good. 8-4, 6-6. Not bad numbers. Getting a couple steals in this one game. We're gonna put back Patrick Williams though. Pascal Siakam over there with the Spurs. He gets NBA Cup MVP. Derrick Jones Jr. has a twisted right knee, so we will throw Kessler Edwards a bone. Let's see how he does in that center spot. Walter Clayton and Kessler Edwards will get the same minutes, 11 minutes a night for each of them, ultimately keeping everything else the same. All right, now everybody's healed. We're gonna go back to our 9-man rotation. Minutes varying slightly, but pretty much the same. We were winning a lot more there. And oh no, Anthony Edwards is hurt. We'll start Malik Monk there. How long is he going to be hurt? Only out 1 to 2 weeks. We'll have to find a way to make it work while he's gone. We'll have Walter Clayton Jr. getting some minutes while we wait on Anthony Edwards to return. Still running a 9-man rotation just for 1 to 2 weeks. Losing a lot of games without Anthony Edwards. Haven't won a game since. We did beat the Wizards though, and the Sixers. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Minutes adjusted slightly. Looking at the standings, we're fighting for 7th in the East right now. Losing Anthony Edwards took a huge hit on our win streak. We're 5-5 in our last 10. 22-17. It is kind of a dogfight though. Raptors up front, 29-10 with the Pacers, Knicks, Cavs, Bulls, Nets right behind them. We're only 7 games back. We're kind of far from that 6th seed, but if we go on a good run here, Anthony Edwards stays healthy, we should do just fine. We got a Raptors home game January 30th. Let's see how we play against them. Patrick Williams is hurt again first, though. Gonna have to adjust that. Put in Maxine's Prosper, give him those minutes. Got Pat Williams back. We got some good power forward depth. Go right back to our same rotation, though. So yeah, Raptors 37-12. They're the best team in the East. We got a home game against them here, 28-18. We're currently still 7th out there, but we're getting closer, pulling together some wins. Let's see how this team looks matched up against them. They got Luka Doncic. They had that 6th pick right after us. They got Brandon Pisky, Cooper Flagg, huge pick there. Josh Hart and Alex Sarr. Very interesting lineup. They got Luka, Cooper Flagg leading the way with some nice defensive guys in Josh Hart and Alex Sarr. That's going to be an interesting matchup. I think we match up pretty well against them, though. And poor Scotty Barnes. I haven't even checked his stats yet. I don't even know how he's really doing at the 5. We are winning a lot of games, so I assume it's going well. Anthony Edwards not having the greatest last 10 games. He's averaging 32.5 for the season, though. Look at Anthony Edwards in that Magic hoodie, baby. See how Scotty Barnes going up against his former team here, the Toronto Raptors. This is a revenge game for him. He's matched up against Alex Sarr. We got an A- home court advantage. Love to see that. Loving this new Magic logo. We're off to the races. Probably not winning a whole lot of jump balls there. Cooper Flagg with the wide open 3. Misses it, though. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. We're off to the races here. And what I was going to say is Scotty Barnes at the 5 isn't bad because you can run pick and roll with him as the roll man. He can get rebounds. He can defend a 5 for sure. And he's not a great shooter, so if you're doing 4 out, you know, Scotty Barnes down there on the post isn't bad. And nice defense by Toumani Camara. Passes it to Anthony Edwards full court, and 1 for Anthony Edwards. Gets a nice layup there on Alex Sarr. Gonna go to the free throw line. Loving the awareness by our team here. Nice full court pass by Camara. And you know what's funny is I built this 6-7 and under team with the idea we were probably gonna be a 7 seconds or less. Scotty Barnes drawing the foul there. But I had the idea it was going to be like a 7 seconds or less offense with a lot of fast, quick guys. I really went with a good, you know, solid, rounded lineup. You know, we got a lot of guys with build. Scotty Barnes, Lou Dort, to name an example. Toumani Camara's got a slighter frame, but he is tall and he is a great defender, so you can switch him. But yeah, got not really the most like fastest team, and really for us to compete, I don't think we can do that anyway. Like we are going to need some size and some strength for a championship specifically to be able to compete. If we're just running, you know, straight 3s all day and then getting cooked on the inside, I don't know how well that's going to work for us. We could do that. If this doesn't work out, we could blow up this team, just get a bunch of straight 3-point shooters, not worry as much on defense, run 7 seconds or less, just pull triggers on 3s all day, and hopefully just outscore teams like that and maybe be able to win a championship. This one's a little more strategic, balanced wise. Still running that balanced offense. Luka Doncic on DiVincenzo there. I don't hate this matchup. He's guarding him pretty well. Toumani Camara, though, letting up on Josh Hart. Luckily, he gets out of there. And they got Josh Hart playing the 4 and playing Camara at the 4. Those kind of matchups is why we have Camara at the 4. That's what we need. Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes pick and roll. Scotty Barnes should have took it to the layup. Instead, he does a bad pass back to Lou Dort. And he's going to have to get in that mentality of he's going to have to score inside. So yeah, well out in front of the 8 seed. So it's looking for sure we're going to make the playoffs. I'd like to avoid the play-in, get a top 6 seed. We're 7.5 games behind the 1st seed. We're up 4-0 on these Raptors, who are the 1 seed though. This is the best team in the East right now in this simulation. We're holding them pretty well here. Josh Hart pressures Achua pick and roll. Toumani Camara guarding Josh Hart. He finds a way to get to the rim. Nice layup by Josh Hart. Toumani Camara kind of got cooked there. Anthony Edwards finding Scotty Barnes down low. And he gets the ball right back. Scotty Barnes, way to fight inside. He missed the inside shot, but gets the rebound. Or I think Achua got the rebound, and then he stole it from him. Scotty Barnes, excellent defensively. He's going to be cooking 5s. If any center tries to dribble the ball on him, that shit's getting took. We're up 6-2 on these Raptors. We're a nice defensive squad, man. And Anthony, I think the main reason we got DiVincenzo starting is because he currently plays with Anthony Edwards. He looks good beside him. Anthony Edwards is going to be doing a lot of the ball handling for this team anyway. So DiVincenzo kind of playing that 2 spot, really guarding a lot of those good 1s though for us. Anthony Black, we're giving him time to develop. I don't honestly see him being the point guard for this team anyway. Nice shot by Luka, I think that was from 3. Or no, that was Cooper Flagg. Nice steal by Scotty Barnes. Finds DiVincenzo up the court, takes it in. Nice layup by DiVincenzo. We look really good defensively. And Raptors, they're number 1 in rebounds. I need to check out and see how good we are doing our rebounding. Anthony Edwards with a nice ISO game here. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. just cooking Podziemski there. So we're up 18-10, almost going in the first half. I see us winning this game. We look great defensively. Alex Sarr draws the foul on Scotty Barnes. Got a nice lead on the #1 team out in the East, and we beat the Raptors 90-73. Anthony Edwards dropping 32. Scotty Barnes was 17 and 8. Monty Kamara getting 12 points. He shot a lot of shots. DiVincenzo getting 9. Pat Williams got 8 points off the bench in 4 minutes. Derrick Jones Jr. getting 5 and 5. Yeah, it wasn't a very high-scoring game, obviously, with the 5-minute quarters in the beginning. But we looked really, really good in that. Scotty Barnes leading the way with 8 rebounds a game. Anthony Edwards getting about 6. Tumani Kamara's getting about 6. Malik Monk's getting 20 points off the bench. Exactly what we asked him for, right? 20-point per game score. Getting 51% field goal percentage, over 40% from 3. So he's doing exactly what we asked him to. Anthony Edwards getting 32, 6 and 4 essentially. Amazing numbers. Scotty Barnes getting 18, 8 and 5. 1.5 steals, 1 block. Field goal percentage isn't great. DiVincenzo, 4th on the team in scoring, getting 10 points a game, starting at that point guard spot with 3 rebounds, almost 4 assists. His percentage field goal wise isn't great. Lou Dort getting almost 9 a game. Anthony Black's numbers are really good. Patrick Williams, he's not looking bad for his minutes. 18 minutes a game, getting 7 points, 3 boards, 45% from the field, but 45% from 3, which we love to see. Derrick Jones Jr. getting about 6 and 3 on some nice numbers. And then we got our rookies with some pretty bad shooting percentages here. Kessler Edwards has some bad shooting percentages as well. He hasn't played that much, but 25% is pretty rough. We're in the middle in the league in scoring. We're allowing 113 a game, which is 6th in the league right now. We're 23rd in the league in rebounds per game, which is not great. 22nd in assists per game. 3rd in steals, though. We're almost dead last in blocks at 4.5. We're dead last in the league at second chance points on 10.5. We're not really focusing on offensive rebounds anyway, so I'm not too surprised there. 7th in the power rankings. 9 and 5 in the last month. We're trending up. 5 and 0 the past 2 weeks. I'm not going to trade anybody just yet. I'm going to run with this team this first year. I imagine Anthony Edwards is going to be the only all-star for us. He is. I don't see Scotty Barnes on here. That's unfortunate. Anthony Edwards leading the way in scoring for the East All-Stars. They do take it this year. There's your West All-Stars. Shaedon Sharpe won the dunk contest. Donovan Mitchell, who's on the Thunder, won the 3-point contest. Pulling together some wins. DiVincenzo's now hurt. He's day-to-day. Contract extension deadline. Let's stop. See who we can extend. $13 million a year for Lou Dort. Almost definitely going to keep him. I will go ahead and re-sign Lou Dort. I do like how he fits on this team. We'll offer Lou Dort like $13.5 million a year for 2 years and see what he says. We still got him under contract for next year, but this is a good offer. He's accepted it. And Anthony Edwards tore his Achilles. He's out for the season. What do you know? So we're just going to finish up this regular season. We're going to finish pretty rough. Malik Monk's hurt now too. And we've lost games for 3 weeks straight almost. Haven't won a game in 3 weeks ever since we lost Anthony Edwards. We got Malik Monk playing hurt, DiVincenzo, Lou Dort, Scotty Barnes leading the way. We got Derrick Jones Jr. at the 5. This is a rough squad without Anthony Edwards. Our playoff hopes are doomed. So 44 and 38 we finished. Luka Doncic is your MVP. I think Anthony Edwards was on track to winning it before he tore his Achilles. So Luka Don with the Raptors there. VJ Edgecombe getting Rookie of the Year with 15 points a night. Keontae George getting 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley getting Defensive Player of the Year. Kel'el Ware Most Improved Player of the Year. So some interesting award winners. Clutch Player of the Year goes to Luka. Mike Brown getting Coach of the Year with 60 wins over there in New York. They were first in the conference. Cody Toole getting Executive of the Year with the Nets. Luka, Ja, Jokic, and Kat all getting NBA First Team. Evan Mobley, Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham getting Second Team. You got Steph Curry, Josh Giddey, Donovan Mitchell. Scotty Barnes gets the 3rd team on here. Anthony Edwards, if he stayed healthy, he definitely would have been in good shape to make a All-NBA team. Love it for Scotty Barnes, though. He had a great chance to step up while Anthony Edwards was gone, and that probably pushed him into that 3rd team. He ended up with 19.5 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, almost a steal and a half, and over a block a game. And his shot did improve. All defensive first team, you got Evan Mobley, Giannis, Chet Holmgren, Daniel Gafford, and Anthony Davis. Second team, you got Miles Turner. Kawhi Leonard still ended up on the Clippers in this build. Walker Kessler, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Jokic. All rookie first team, you got VJ Edgecombe, Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, Trey Johnson, and Ace Bailey. Second team, you got Cedric Coward, who we really wanted, Carter Bryant, Jeremiah Fears, Conkanupple, and Igor Demon. It looks like we're going to be in the play-in. Yeah, we're the 7th seed. Just, if we had Anthony Edwards, we would have surely been a top 6 seed. We did beat Washington a good amount of times in the simulation during the regular season. They got Cade Cunningham, Lauri Markkanen, Stephon Castle, Monte Ellis. Let's just simulate the play-in. Nice. We lost to the Wizards, but we ended up playing the Bucks for the 8th seed. We beat them. They had Ja Morant putting up 44 points. Ja Morant and Zach Edey. Funny how that works out. They're over on the Bucks. We're going up against the 1-seeded New York Knicks without Anthony Edwards. And they got Damian Lillard. They got Herb Jones, Tari Eason, Brandon Clark, Jeremy Sochan, VJ Edgecombe. Just going to simulate the round, see how it goes. And New York beats us in 6. Might have been able to make it a little more competitive there with adjustments, but I just know we aren't going to win the championship. So let's just simulate these playoffs, go into year 2, and hopefully Anthony Edwards stays healthy. Franz Wagner getting Western Conference Finals MVP for the Pelicans. Damian Lillard and the Knicks do move on. He gets Eastern Conference Finals MVP. New York Knicks do win it though. Zoop getting Finals MVP. What's going on? 17 and 12 for Zubac, over 2 blocks a game, 78% field goal percentage. Knicks win it all. We took him to 6 without Anthony Edwards, so I think we're a good contender for next year. Chris Paul and Paul George going to the Hall of Fame here. Jersey retirements, you got Derrick Rose getting his retired with the Bulls, Chris Paul with the Clippers, Kyle Lowry with the Raptors, and then Klay Thompson with the Warriors. Got no lottery picks this year. We do have the 21st pick in the draft. We'll see if we can get anybody there. Staff signings, we need a doctor, CFO, and scout. So we're just going to try to get the best available here. And we'll sign all these guys. So beautiful. Keeping Jamal Mosley here. I think he coached us up well. NBA Draft Combine. Let's see who we want to invite. 6'7" and under. Got to remember. So can't invite anybody tall. I would like to see us get a star point guard here. Is there any 6'7" centers? There is one here. He's the freaking 7th ranked player in this draft, though. 6 overall. He's ranked as the best center. He's only 6'7", though. Willis Reed ceiling, Miles Turner floor with 20 points, 15 rebounds a game, 6 blocks a game, almost 2 steals and 4 assists. Are we able to try to move up for this guy? He can shoot the 3, solid post defending and rebounding. Nice athleticism, nice potential. I'd really like to try to get this guy Emmanuel Fernandez. Let's invite him to a workout. Physical, shot eraser, post defense, rebounding, athleticism being his main skill attributes. I think we got to do whatever it takes to get him in. He's projected to go 3rd in the draft. So NBA.com's got him going 20th, but 2K and Sporting News draft projection got him going 3rd. We may have to trade up for a 3rd pick. Before we do all these draft invites, let's see if we can find a trade for the 3rd overall pick. Celtics are picking 3rd overall. No offers were found for it though. What about 4th? They can't trade 4th. The best we can get is the 7th pick, and they want us to give up Scotty Barnes for it. Could give up Lou Dort for it. Could give up Malik Monk for it. But we're giving up our 1st rounder and Malik Monk to get the 7th pick. We'd bring in Ricky Council the 4th. Be able to get off this Malik Monk contract. He only got 7.5 minutes over there in Golden State this year. Still got some potential to fill out. Malik Monk, the 21st pick, and the 11th pick of the 2nd round. For the 7th pick this year, and Ricky Council the 4th. He's 6'6". We were thinking about drafting him anyway. He could develop in the offseason here. Malik Monk on 1-year deal, left in his contract for $20 million. Definitely don't want to give up Scotty Barnes. We just re-signed Lou Dort to a nice deal, so I'd rather not give him up either. I'd rather give up Kamara, honestly, because he's wanting to be traded. Oh, I have to bring him back on our team option first before I do that. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Bring in Ricky Council the 4th and the 7th overall pick for our 1st rounder and 2nd rounder and Malik Monk. Let's see if we can turn around and trade that right back for the 3rd pick, or even the 2nd pick maybe. Can't do the 2nd pick. They want Scotty Barnes. Celtics don't want to trade their 3rd pick to us. Could we get the 1st pick? No offers found for the 1st pick. So our best chances are 5th with the Blazers. And so if we give them 7th and our 2nd rounder, they'll give us 5th. So we'll go ahead and take that. So we do have the 5th pick now. I wonder if the Celtics are willing to trade now. So the Celtics willing to just trade the 3rd pick for the 5th pick straight up? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Derek Jones Jr. and give him Royce O'Neal, that kind of makes more sense. He had a nice year. I'd like to see him stay on the team. Royce O'Neal obviously being a great shooter. I wouldn't mind having him on the team. His contract's a little, we'd probably want to get off of it. And there's not including a trade without Royce O'Neal. I'd rather give up Ricky Council. We traded for him, and I think he's in a contract year too. Yeah, he's in a contract year. So we'll trade Ricky Council and the 5th pick for Royce O'Neal and the 3rd overall pick. And so boom, we have the 3rd overall pick now, man. I wonder if we could turn around and just trade it for the first overall pick just to ensure we get our guy. There are guys that are better than him in this draft. It's just like we went so hard on this. We almost have to get the first pick to ensure we get him. DiVincenzo is a huge blow. Swapping 3 for 1 and getting Grant Williams in return for DiVincenzo, that's a minus loss there. Maybe we can find a way to get rid of this Grant Williams contract. I don't know. Let's take out DiVincenzo. Would you do Royce O'Neal instead? They have a counter offer and they're throwing Lou Dort in there. No. So we'll give you Royce O'Neal and we'll take Grant Williams. You give us your first pick and we'll give you the third pick and we'll give you second rounder next year and then a pick swap second rounder with Pelicans in 2030. They have a counter offer. They threw 3 second rounders in there though. We're not giving you Lou Dort. We're just not. Patrick Williams did get hurt for us a lot. I do like him, but he hasn't been the best for us. He got hurt a lot too in that first year. I'd rather give up him than DiVincenzo. So let's see. We'll do our third pick and Patrick Williams for your first pick and Grant Williams. Let's see what they say. They have a counter offer and they keep throwing Lou Dort in here, throwing 2 second rounders in there. They just keep throwing Lou Dort back in there. I cannot give you Lou Dort. I cannot. So we'll essentially give you all our second rounders, 4 second rounders, the third pick in Patrick Williams for the first overall pick in Grant Williams. Take it. Not interested. Okay. We could stay at 3 and just hope he falls to us. I'm just trying to ensure that we get our guy. They got Emmanuel Fernandez going 3rd. Seth Little, he's the number 1 overall prospect. Let's see if we can get number 2 instead. Because there's a consensus number 1, it looks like. It may be a little bit easier to trade up and get 2 instead. And the Thunder aren't going to make it easier for us. They're not including a trade without Rudy Gobert, so they want to get off of his contract. He's too tall for this team, so we can't really do that. Let's see if there's anybody else we want on your team, though. You got Jonathan Kuminga here. He's going to be a free agent. And they have done really well with their contract management. Their top 4 guys getting the most here, and then everyone else getting pretty low contracts. We'll give them 3 second rounders with it, see if they take it. They accept it. All right, cool. So we got the second round. We got the second overall pick. We did 4 trade ups to do it, but it looks like we're going to be able to get our guy, Emmanuel Fernandez. Didn't have to mortgage too much of our future. Go into the draft and get our guy. 6'7" center out of Spain, Emmanuel Fernandez. Spurs are on the clock. They do get Seth Little, the consensus number 1 overall pick, nation's top scorer with 28 points a game last season. Spurs just keep getting away with it, man. Emmanuel Fernandez, welcome to the team. And we got our center for the future on the 6'7" and under squad. 77 overall, Emmanuel Fernandez here. A lot of potential he can fill out here with the A- potential. We're going to be looking at him to be one of our star players over the years. Only 19 years old as well. Got him for 4 years. Toumani Camara, Anthony Black, of course, will accept their team options on. Going to go right into free agency. Toumani Camara is not going to re-sign. Anthony Black will re-sign, though. He's expecting about 26 a year. DiVincenzo will resign. He only wants $5 million a year, so we might bring him back on that. Derrick Jones Jr. wants to come back for a minimum. Patrick Williams wants $13 a year. It looks like we're running into a problem with that Emmanuel Fernandez contract. Second overall contract, getting $15 million a year. We got Royce O'Neal, Patrick Williams here making a good amount of money. I think we need to get off those 2 contracts and see what we can get for them. Clear up some cap space, because all we can do is sign guys for the minimum now. Let's go ahead and bring in DeAnthony Melton, even though it only frees up $3 million, $4 million in cap. Probably going to have to look into trading Camara this season, maybe now in the offseason, honestly. Let's just see what we can get for Patrick Williams. Corey Kispert, not a bad choice there. Frees up about $4 million in cap. Warriors will give us a first round pick. Top 3 protected, though, in this year's draft. Other than that, the only one I'm really looking at here is the Corey Kispert deal. What did Corey Kispert average this year? 15 points a game on 25 minutes, 45% from 3, flirting with 50, 40, 90 here. Let's just go ahead and take this and not think about it too much. Patrick Williams for Corey Kispert. We're also giving him a second rounder. Frees up $4 million in cap as well. So now with that, we got $5 million in luxury tax. We got 3 roster spots. And now we can really look into trading Camara. And we're just going to trade Toumani Camara for Zach Edey. Just kidding. Gotcha. I don't know what to do, though. I'm looking through all these trades, and I'm tempted to just grab these 2 first-round picks from the Warriors. One is lottery protected, though. I would like to trade for somebody, though, like this Colin Murray-Boyles trade. That could be a really good one for us. I'm either thinking that or go over here and looking at Julian Strother could be a pick. He didn't play any minutes in Brooklyn, but in Denver was starting to develop. From year 1 to year 2 was looking good. Let's do Julian Strother. I like that. Julian Strother, and a top 10 protected first round pick from the Sixers for Toumani Camara. Julian Strother, welcome to the team. We did get a first rounder in that as well, so that's really good. I really just need to fill out big man depth. 3 more roster spots we can fill. Olivier Maxence Prosper, we really need to bring back. Pronounce the rights on the rest of these guys. Try to bring back Prosper. On a qualifying offer, we'll try to bring back Prosper. See what we can fill out the rest of the depth. Kessler Edwards we could bring back. Might as well. 1 year league minimum. Kessler Edwards will offer. Jabari Walker is out here. He is getting a qualifying offer. I'd really like to bring him in on this team. He's only 23. I think he fits perfectly for what we're trying to do. We will offer 1 year deal, $4 million. Jabari Walker will sign the 1 year deal, and Prosper will bring back. We'll either match his contract. So Prosper accepts the qualifying offer. Let's go into player progression. Anthony Edwards coming back from that torn Achilles. Gets a little bit worse on the inside scoring, but gets a little bit better at shooting. Loses his athleticism a little bit coming off that injury. Scotty Barnes improving his mid-range a little bit, but no significant jumps there. Anthony Black, though, up to an 83 overall, and he's definitely going to be starting at point guard, improving across the board. Lou Dort staying at an 81. DiVincenzo slightly regressing, keeping his overall, though. Walter Clayton Jr. is a 77, jumping 5 overall points. Probably got to trade DiVincenzo now to get Clayton some minutes. Got our rookie Emmanuel Fernandez. Corey Kispert kind of slightly regressing, keeping his overall. Derrick Jones Jr. dropped 1, but Olivier Maxence Prosper going up 3 overall points to a 75. He's probably going to be taking those Derrick Jones Jr. minutes this year, improving his rebounding and post defense. Julian Strother is a 76 now, jumped 2 overall points. That's great. D'Anthony Melton staying the same. Jabari Walker jumping 2 overall. He's a 74. Kessler Edwards is up to a 74 now. Hugo Gonzalez jumps 3 to a 72. I'm liking how the team's looking. I'm glad we're developing these rookies. I was really upset about that Anthony Edwards Achilles injury. That's going to be a big thing. Jump right into next season, though, auto-generating rookies. LeBron James plans to go on a farewell tour. We'll let him do it this year. Let's look at that salary cap table. You got $20 million in cap next year with 7 guys under roster. It's not great to see. Got some big contracts here. DiVincenzo's going to be freed up. We got the Lou Dort contract. And it looks like we're going to be starting the season without Anthony Edwards. He's still coming back from that Achilles, man. It's hanging in over to next season. But we still got 6 to 8 weeks without Anthony Edwards tearing his Achilles at the end of the season last year. Luckily, that's going to give us a chance to develop some young guys here. I do like Julian Strother taking that starting shooting guard spot while Anthony Edwards is gone. Going to give him some time to find his shot, develop it with the starting lineup. So to start off the season, we're going Anthony Black, Julian Strother, Lou Dort, Scotty Barnes, and Emmanuel Fernandez, our rookie center. DiVincenzo is going to be our 6th man with 25 minutes. Kispert behind him with 21. Walter Clayton Jr. will give 17 minutes to. Prosper is going to get 15. 11 is going to go to Derrick Jones Jr. We got Jabari Walker, D'Anthony Melton, Hugo Gonzalez, Kessler Edwards just outside of that. And then Anthony Edwards will wait on his return. Got to go almost 2 months without him. That's really, really tough for this rebuild. We're going to have to find a way to win some games while he's gone. I'm going to go neutral offensive focus here, or should we go pick and roll offense? We'll go pick and roll offense and see how that goes. Keep an average tempo, limit transition, still on offensive rebounding. Some crash, others run for defensive rebounding, neutral aggression, neutral focus for defense. Looking at some player mentorship real quick. Hugo Gonzalez still having Lou Dort as a mentor here. I like that still. Pick Dodger, off-ball pass. We got him all those badges. Those are his only 3 badges. So I guess we're just going to maximize those. Manuel Fernandez, is there anybody we can have coach him up a little bit maybe? And I like this Derrick Jones Jr. mentorship. Posterizer, aerial wizard, as well as a pogo stick. So he's going to have major bunnies getting mentored by Derrick Jones Jr. here. And we'll get DiVincenzo to mentor Clayton Jr. here. Bump up that set shot specialist badge for him, as well as an interceptor badge. We'll try to get him an on-ball minutes badge, see if that works out. That's going to be our main focus there. System proficiency, 3.5 stars this year. It was better last year, and that's going to be our best proficiency. So mainly being Emmanuel Fernandez, not really having a great system proficiency anywhere is showing us. We just need him to develop into one of the best centers in the league, the best 6'7" center of all time. Let's look at the power rankings. We were second last year. This year, they got us all the way down to 28th in the power rankings. Let's jump into it. Starting off really bad, 2-6, 2-7, 2-8. and Anthony Black dislocates his right shoulder, man. May have to just call this year a scrap with that Achilles injury just weighing us down right now from Anthony Edwards. We cannot have that. But injuries are a part of the game. We're just going to have to figure out a way to navigate it. Throw in D'Anthony Melton, backup point guard, shooting guard space. Start DiVincenzo with Julian Strother here. Give DiVincenzo 29, give 27 to Strother, 29 to Dort, 35 going to Scotty Barnes, 31 for Fernandez. Give like 25 to Corey Kispert as that backup six-man role. Bump up Walter Clayton to 23 minutes a night. Prosper will give 17. Derrick Jones Jr. will give 15 and give the rest to D'Anthony Melton there, 9 minutes. Maybe down Derrick Jones Jr. to 13, 11 for D'Anthony Melton. We're going to have to win some games to get back in this fight. Went on a 5-game winning streak, 6-game winning streak, and Anthony Edwards is back. That's what we want to see. I was about to lose my shit for a second. So we'll take D'Anthony Melton out the lineup, put Julian Strother down here, and welcome back Anthony Edwards. We surely missed you. So we're still going to give Strother 13 minutes, definitely reducing his minutes big time though. I'm really glad we traded for him because I didn't realize how long Anthony Edwards was going to be out. But in that starting guard spot, he got us 10 points a night. Wasn't shooting great. 27 minutes a night, was a minus player, so definitely glad to get him out of there. Gave him some time to develop though. He's going to get 13 minutes, 9th in rotation. Prosper getting 11, 15 for Derrick Jones Jr., 21 for Clayton, and Kispert getting 25 as our 6-man. DiVincenzo starting off, Anthony Edwards, Lou Dort, Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Fernandez. How's Fernandez doing? Once we get Anthony Black back, we might have to trade DiVincenzo here. Even though he's shooting very well for us, maybe not, you know. Prosper not looking too bad. About 6 points, 4 boards. 41% from the field though. Derrick Jones Jr. doing his thing, shooting very, very efficiently. D'Anthony Melton not looking bad either in the little bit of time he's gotten. So excited to see Anthony Edwards back. Let's start winning some games. We're 8-12. Anthony Black is back. We'll just have CPU adjust rotation. I like the way it's thinking for me this year. Let's get back to a winning record. Jaden Ivey and the Utah Jazz win the NBA Cup. Jaden Ivey getting NBA Cup MVP there. All right. So Scotty Barnes is hurt. Only 1 to 2 weeks, I think it said. Pulled lower back muscle, 1 to 2 weeks. So it's not the end of the world there. They took my man Emmanuel Fernandez out the lineup completely. I don't want Derrick Jones Jr. starting at the 5. I don't. Could throw him in there, that starting 4. Scotty Barnes getting taken out. Scotty Barnes injury is unfortunate. At least we still got Anthony Edwards. All right, so here's how we're going to run it. Anthony Black at the 1, AE at the 2. Kispert running the 3. Lou Dort's going to be running the 4 for us with Emmanuel Fernandez back in that starting 5. DiVincenzo getting 6-man. Derrick Jones Jr. behind him. Walter Clayton, Julian Strother, and then Maxime Prosper. Haven't found a way to play Jabari Walker yet. Been waiting on that moment. Still trying to develop Prosper though, for sure. Winning games though, let's keep winning them. Gotta keep winning them. As long as we got Anthony Edwards, all things are possible. Derrick Jones Jr. is hurt. That is unfortunate. Prosper's gonna get those Derrick Jones Jr. minutes. Jabari Walker's gonna get those Prosper minutes. So as soon as I say I need a reason to play Jabari Walker, we find a reason. Scotty Barnes looking like he's gonna come back here soon. Killed the Heat with Jabari Walker in there. I'm loving that. 4 rebounds, assist, steal, 2 turnovers, but he was still plus 13, so go Jabari Walker. Strother getting big points for us off the bench. 6 for 7 from 3, 24 points in a game. 17, 9, and 2 for Anthony Black. Walter Clayton. Yeah, we're going to need to trade DiVincenzo for sure. I just need guys to stay healthy, man. Scotty Barnes is back, so that means Jabari Walker's going back to the bench. Loved having you here. Trade Prosper, gonna get Prosper back to 13. So now with Scotty Barnes back, Anthony Black, Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Fernandez all getting 31 minutes, 35 for Anthony Edwards and 27 for Lou Dort. DiVincenzo getting 21, 19 for Kispert, 15 for Clayton. 17 for Clayton, 15 for Strother, 13 for Prosper. 2 guard heavy on this backup rotation here. I feel like we may need to put Jabari Walker in there or something like that. Let's go ahead and throw DiVincenzo in the trade finder. See what we can get for him. I don't want to make a trade that's going to make us worse either. So we're just going to have to eat it. Keep DiVincenzo on the team for the year. I think he gives us the best odds to win. And he gets hurt for 2 to 4 weeks. So we'll just have CPU adjust rotation. We're running a 9-man rotation now without DiVincenzo. I don't hate that. Let's see how we finish. We're 24-20. Starting to lose a few games here, but we come back with a win against the Knicks. Derrick Jones Jr. is back. So trade deadline's here. Emmanuel Fernandez having a terrible percentage, field goal percentage, his rookie year at 35%. Getting 13 and 7 for us, almost 2 blocks a game and a steal though. DiVincenzo not having the most efficient year, still shooting it well from 3. He's hurt though, we can't trade him. Prosper's kind of struggling, shooting only 40% still. On 15 minutes, he's getting almost 5 points and 4 boards. Could be doing better. Jabari Walker shot well in the games he has played. He's only played in 10 games, 3.5 minutes. I'll see who we can get for Prosper, even though we really wanted to develop him here. Josh Okogie, not really seeing any guys that I want. He's more valuable to us than any of these offers we're getting. So we'll just keep it going. At 29 and 24, we're currently 6th in the East, even not having Anthony Edwards for the first 2 months. Really getting it together, starting to pull together some wins after that rough start. Emmanuel Fernandez is day-to-day, and so is Anthony Edwards. DiVincenzo's back, though, and so is Emmanuel Fernandez. Donovan Mitchell wins the three-point contest again, and I think it was Amen Thompson on the Bucks, but he wins the dunk contest. Walter Clayton Jr. gets on that Team USA. Anthony Edwards does end up making the All-Star team here, as well as Scotty Barnes. 18-8, having a very similar season as last year, almost identical. A little bit less in points and assists this year for whatever reason. So we get our 2 All-Stars this year. Very cool, very cool. Contract extension deadline is here. Who are we going to bring back? DiVincenzo wants to re-sign. He's 30 years old. He only wants $3 million a year, so we'll probably just do that and trade him if we need to. Jarek Jones Jr. will re-sign. We'll re-sign him to a minimum for sure. He accepts the minimum. DeAnthony Melton will accept the minimum as well. These are guys we could have just waited to the offseason, though, for cap purposes. I'll hold off on DiVincenzo re-signing him. Anthony Black's coming off the bench. We don't want that. Even though he'd be a good candidate to come off the bench, we're going to start him at that point guard spot. Why does 2K do this? It puts, like, the people who should be 9th and 10th in my rotation are down to 14th and 15th. Like, Prosper and Jones should be above Melton and Walker. Hugo Gonzalez, even though I want to play him, he needs to be down here. Same thing with Kessler Edwards. He needs to be at the bottom. We got no big guys coming off the bench. There's our problem there. So we're going to have Derek Jones Jr. playing that backup 5. DiVincenzo's getting way too many minutes. There we go. Putting some size back in the lineup. We're finding a way to get some wins. Going on a nice winning streak here. We got DiVincenzo getting way too many minutes here. And I'm going to take out Strother for now, even though we played him a lot. He's kind of struggling shooting, so I really only want him in there when Anthony Edwards is hurt. Hopefully we don't need him anymore. But if Anthony Edwards is hurt, throw him in that starting shooting guard spot. Other than that, he's really just developing and kind of getting in the way. Getting close to playoff time here. Wemby with your Warriors gets MVP. Amazing season there. Alan Dudley getting Rookie of the Year. I don't remember what pick he was. He definitely wasn't in the top 3, though. But 18 points, 5 rebounds a game. Nice rookie season. James Harden getting 6th Man of the Year on the Knicks. That graphic of him looks absolutely insane. 17 points a game coming off the bench. Wemby getting Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved at Jeremiah Fears the sophomore season, getting 17 points a game. Shai Gilgeous with the Lakers getting 30 points a game as your clutch Player of the Year. Mike Brown back-to-back Coach of the Year, first in the conference once again. Warriors executive getting Executive of the Year. Wemby, Jokic, Shai, Giannis, and Zion getting your first team. Second team, you got Alperen Sengun, LaMelo Ball, Josh Giddey, Jason Tatum, and John Morant. Josh Giddey is undefeated in these simulations. Nobody from your Magic getting on this All-NBA team. Luka, Franz, Cade Cunningham, Paolo with the Kings, and Cat all getting the 3rd team. All defensive first team here. You got Wemby, Evan Mobley, Walker Kessler, Amen Thompson, and Chet Holmgren. Second team, you got Giannis, Dyson Daniels, Jokic, Derek Lively, and Triple J. All rookie first team, Emmanuel Fernandez gets on there. Shot 36% from the floor. Definitely need him to improve. 12 points a night, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks and a steal. Solid rookie season. Was still a plus player on the plus minus, even though he shot horribly. So we're just really going to need him to develop his offensive game into the next season. All rookie second team there. And wow, we're still out here in the 7th seed. We had too many games where we weren't playing any bigs coming off the bench, and we lost a lot of games because of it. 11 games back from first in the conference. 45 and 37 only got us the 7th seed. We're going up against the Celtics, who were horrible last year in the play-in. If we win this, we can just go right to the 7th seed, and we'll be playing Brooklyn, running that 9-man rotation. Jabari Walker or DeAnthony Melton. These are all going to be guys we go to if we absolutely need them. I'm loving the minutes that we got on these guys. Derek Jones Jr. shooting very efficiently for us. 7 points, 3 rebounds on 18 minutes, 57% from the field. That's what we need for Fernandez, you're going to have to step up big time, bud. And yeah, just keep the minutes. The rest is the same. Let's look at that Celtics rotation. So they got Giannis over there. We got Scotty Barnes, though, to match up. And then they got Embiid. So this might be the worst matchup we could have gotten. So Giannis, Embiid, Brandon Ingram. Let's simulate this game. Boston does beat us. Brandon Ingram with 28. Embiid with 26, Giannis with 25. Just killed us on the boards. Fernandez got 9 boards. Scotty Barnes got 8, but just not enough. We do get past Charlotte, though. We're going to play the Knicks again. We took them to 6 last year, and we were out Anthony Edwards. We get the same matchup this year. Boston going up against Brooklyn there. Let's look at their roster this year. They got Zoop, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Edgecombe, Herb Jones, Tari Eason, Tobias Harris, Justin Edwards. A nice, solid, rounded lineup. None of those guys getting any younger besides VJ Edgecombe. A very old veteran lineup, still getting the 1 seed here. I'm curious to see how we do. I think we take them this year with Anthony Edwards being back. Let's see how we do in this game 1. They're getting a big lead. We almost came back, but wasn't enough. They had 6 guys score more than 10 points, but nobody really excelling. We actually did well defensively. Nobody shot that great besides Zubac. We got Emmanuel Fernandez shooting 10 threes for whatever reason, even though he's got a 69 3-point shot. That doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. A lot of guys not shooting great. DiVincenzo didn't have a great game. Clayton and Dort didn't shoot great, not getting enough rebounds. Anthony Black's hurt. We're going to leave him in the rotation, though. He's got a bruised rib, so that's not good. Pulled off the game 2 win, though. Anthony Edwards with 30 points. He's hurt now, too. Like, we can't have this. He's got a pinched right elbow nerve. We're going to leave him in the rotation as well. If we knock out this 1 seed, we got a good chance to win these finals. Let's get it done, fellas. 113 to 102. Taking care of business. Anthony Edwards getting 35 points, even though he's hurt. Scotty Barnes getting a double-double. DiVincenzo doing his thing. Keeping this 9-man rotation. Pulled off a couple wins. Let's see if we can go up 3-1. Coming from behind, but they get us big in the 4th quarter, so they tie it up. DiVincenzo putting up way too many shots here, even though he didn't have a bad night. I wonder if this offense we're running. Let me go back to neutral offensive focus. No, we're just going to do play through star, honestly. And we're going down big. Okay, we're coming back. Ooh, what a close game that was, man. That was back and forth. That was on the edge of my seat. Anthony Edwards with 25 points. Scotty Barnes 22 and 10. Walter Clayton getting 20 points here. I'm liking the way the shots are being distributed now that we're doing play through star. Edwards and Barnes getting the most there. Let's keep it going. We're up 3-2. One more win to move on against this 1 seed. Don't let them go to 7. Let's go, Magic. Don't let it go to 7. Crawl back, fight back, fight back, fight back. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so we take down the 1 seed, Anthony Edwards, with 47 points in the Game 6 closeout win, shot 13 threes. That's what we need to see from him. 24 and 13 for Scotty Barnes. DiVincenzo putting up 17. Corey Kispert putting up 15. This is what we need right here. Anthony Edwards, great job, 47 points. And we move on against the Bucks. We take down the 1 seed in the Knicks. Fantastic. They were a balanced team, so I'm very, very confident moving on here. Boston and Brooklyn fighting out in Game 7. Milwaukee, how do they look? They got hurt Ja Morant. He's day-to-day with shin splints. Dyson Daniels, Asar Thompson, Zach Edey, Quentin Grimes, who's day-to-day, Jaime Jaquez, Reed Shepard, Ron Holland, Tijane Salon, Tariq Whitehead. So pretty balanced team, a young team, a good defensive team with Ja Morant at the helm. It's mainly going to be about Anthony Edwards versus Ja Morant and who can do it. See who all moves on. Brooklyn does take down Boston in Game 7. So as the AC, we're going up against these Bucks. We saw how they look. Let's see how we do against them. Take a nice first quarter lead. We got to keep it going, though. Keep it consistent. Looking good in this Game 1. We're going to get a nice, easy win. For the first game, 37 points for Anthony Edwards, 18 and 10 for Scotty Barnes, 15 and 9 for Fernandez, shot 5 for 16 from the floor. Kispert was 5 for 5, made all 4 of his threes. Walter Clayton's looking good for us coming off the bench. Going into Game 2, let's keep it up. Just let them get away from them in the second half. Ja Morant put up 50 points. Ja Morant put up 50, dog. We're going to have to make some adjustments. Physical defense. Let's limit perimeter shots with a physical defense and see how that does for us in Game 3. Series tied up 1-1. We're back at home now in Orlando. Tied up in the first quarter, but we take a nice lead in the second. And I think that's going to coast us all the way down to the fourth with a nice 24-point victory. 33 and 11 for Anthony Edwards, putting up about 25 shots a night. That's what we need. Scotty Barnes, 26, 7 and 6, 10 for 15 from the floor. He was plus 30 on the plus minus, so that is insane. Corey Kispert, 17 points. He's shooting very efficiently. So is Lou Dort. Fernandez getting 12 and 13. Love to see those rebounds, 4 blocks and 2 steals. It's really just his shooting efficiency that's a problem here. He's putting up 5 threes as well when he can't shoot, but he's plus 15 on the plus minus, so that's good. Walter Clayton's looking good in these playoffs. Anthony Black, man, I'm wondering if we need to reduce his minutes just because he's not doing a whole lot. Not putting up any shots, turning the ball over 3 times, getting a steal and a block, 2 assists. On 32 minutes, these are weak numbers. So I don't know if we should start DiVincenzo there. He's doing more for us right now, but we are winning games, so let me not overreact. Come on, Magic. Kind of down big in this game 4. Come right back and lose by 36. Anthony Black putting up 5 shots tonight, minus 26. John Morant putting up 43 points. Reed Shepherd putting up 20. Dyson Daniels putting up 20. Quentin Grimes putting up 20. So they have 4 guys score more than 20. Emmanuel Fernandez is hurt too. Just a bruised right shoulder. We'll leave him in the rotation. All right, Magic, pull it together. Do not fail me on this one. Come in the 4th quarter and win this game. We're down 3-2 now. Anthony Edwards getting 32 points. Scotty Barnes getting 20 and 15. I think the only answer is taking out Anthony Black, honestly. Gonna down his minutes to 25 and give the rest to DiVincenzo there. Gonna give 29 to him. As much as I love Derrick Jones Jr., we're gonna put in Kessler Edwards for him. All right, so DiVincenzo back in that starting point guard with 29 minutes. 37 for Anthony Edwards, 30 for Lou Dort, 35 going to Scotty Barnes, and then 31 to Emmanuel Fernandez. Anthony Black's going to get 25 as our 6th man, 19 to Corey Kispert, 17 to Walter Clayton, and then 17 to Kessler Edwards. I'm scared as shit of that, but he's a better rebounder than almost anybody else on our bench, especially with Fernandez being a little hurt. We don't know what's going to happen. Can we win 2 in a row against these Bucks? That is going to be it. Even though we beat the 1 seed, man, just wasn't enough to take down Ja. Pretty frustrating there. DiVincenzo, 16, 4 and 4, 6 for 13 shooting. Lou Dort did good. Anthony Edwards had a little bit of an off game. Got to the free throw line 19 times, though. Scotty Barnes not putting up enough shots once again. Kessler Edwards did have 7 rebounds, though, but shot 1 for 6. That's what I was scared of. Minus 5 on the plus minus. Walter Clayton had an off game. Corey Kispert had an off game. Let's simulate these playoffs. Wemby gets Western Conference Finals MVP. Ja gets Eastern. Bucks move on to the finals. Will they be able to take down Wemby and the Warriors? Bucks do win the championship, which is interesting because we took them to 7. Oh no, we took them to 6. Ja Morant gets Finals MVP, but we are this close, man. We're this close. We're just missing a few ingredients here. We got the salt, we got the pepper, we got the cayenne. We need like some garlic in there or something, you know? We need some oils, something, maybe some sugar. I don't fucking know. But entering year 3, we got 1 more year left to get a championship with this squad. Player retirements. We're just going to let everybody retire here. Harden, LeBron, KD, DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler, all significant retires here. Doug Christie, Logan Hall retire. LeBron, Kevin Durant, James Harden do make the Hall of Fame. LeBron getting his jersey retired with all 3 of his teams. James Harden with the Rockets, KD with the Thunder. Sixers have the number 1 odds at the number 1 pick. It is top 10 protected, so it looks like we're not going to have a first rounder this year. The Sixers get the 2nd pick, so we don't have a first rounder. Oh, we have the 18th pick from our own. I didn't realize we had a first rounder. Maybe it was one of those swaps with the Grizzlies. That's what I'm mistaking it for. Get some pre-draft workouts going. We'll just invite some random guys that may fall to us that are under 6'7", of course. Got the 5'10" Gregory Graham, 3-point sniping creator who is here. He is 18th ranked at the 18th pick. World Be Free ceiling. Nice shooting numbers here. That's really committing to the small ball team, huh? And I'm gonna go with this guy, Del Swift, 73 overall, sharpshooter. He's got good potential. Gregory Graham does go in that next pick. I'm not gonna be too compelled to play these rookies anyway, so we're just gonna run it. Rookie signing. We'll sign Del Swift to the squad. Walter Clayton Jr., Hugo Gonzalez on their team options. We'll extend qualifying offers for Julian Strawther, Anthony Black, Maxine Prosper. The cap's going to be so messed up, I imagine we'll end up landing at least a couple of those guys. Let's see what kind of cap holds we got. Keep the bird rights on Anthony Black for sure. Definitely let Jabari Walker cap holds and Kessler Edwards cap holds go. I'm wondering if Scotty Barnes is going to be the best option to be our number 2 option here. See, compared to the offers that we're getting for Scottie Barnes, he's definitely a good second option. So Scottie Barnes is going to have to be the guy, and we're going to have to make this work somehow. We only got enough cap room to sign guys on the minimum. Anthony Black's a restricted free agent. I think we're just going to wait to see if we can match an offer on him. DiVincenzo only wants $4 million this year. We'll see what kind of offers he gets. But we don't really have the cap room to bring anybody on of significant value. Michael Porter Jr. is out here. He's too tall, though. Could do Dillon Brooks. I think we got room for a mid-level exception. Josh Hart is out here. 32 years old, 80 overall. Not sure how he fits on this team. Says he's a 5-star system match, though. Yeah, we got 6 roster spots to fill out with 3 qualifying offers out there. We will offer Josh Hart a deal. We'll go 1 year, $5 million on that. That's about all I got for him. Offer him 1 year, $5.75. We'll offer DiVincenzo the minimum. Isaiah Joe's out here. We'll offer Dillon Brooks a contract too. Oh, we can't. We can only sign guys for the minimum. We'll offer Jabari Walker to come back for the minimum. Josh Hart does agree to the 1 year deal. I'm wondering if Dillon Brooks is a better option. We're going to go with Josh Hart, though. DiVincenzo's coming back on a minimum, as well as Jabari Walker. So, yeah, don't got room for anybody else, unfortunately. Anthony Black is only getting the qualifying offer, as well as Julian Strawther, as well as Maxence Prosper. So it looks like we're going to get them back. Still no offers for them. Strawther's getting some offers, though. 2 years, $16 million. So we'll be able to match that. Maxence Prosper only getting that one offer. We will match the 2 year, $17 million a year offer for Strawther. He did do well for us. He's well worth that money. And so now we're just hoping Anthony Black will come back on the $20 million qualifying offer. And we will bring Anthony Black and Maxence Prosper back. It's actually only a $13.5 million qualifying offer. So that's great news. We were able to not get worse as a team. Player progression, Emmanuel Fernandez makes a huge jump into year 2, which is really what we needed. He's at 84 overall now, jumping 7 points. Scottie Barnes regressed 1 overall. Anthony Black's up to 86, and we got him for 1 more year, thankfully. The market was rough like we predicted, and he wasn't able to get the offer he was wanting. And Anthony Edwards did regress another point, but not too bad. Still looking good here, especially with Fernandez taking that big jump into year 2. Got Lou Dort still on a nice contract. Walter Clayton's up to 81 now, jumped 4 overall, and he's probably going to take that starting point guard spot and let Anthony Black kind of be our 6th man. You got Strawther, who jumped to an 80 overall, jumped 4 overall points. DiVincenzo only regressed 1. Josh Hart regressed 2, which is unfortunate. The only other guy we were really considering was Dillon Brooks there. I think this was a better option. Still really solid defensive ratings. Corey Kispert staying the same. Hugo Gonzalez is a 76 now. He might get some playing time this year. You got Maxence Prosper jumping 1 overall. Jarek Jones Jr. staying at a 75, regressing on his inside scoring. DeAnthony Melton staying the same, as well as Jabari Walker, Del Swift, our new shooting guard, rookie shooting guard here. I think we kept this realistic as possible for a fantasy draft, and we didn't go crazy over the cap. Still had $2 million in luxury tax room, so really solid there. We got 1 year to make this happen. Oh, it's saying I got freaking 16 guys on the squad. I didn't realize that. I thought it was only 15. So who are we going to have to cut? Yeah, I'm just going to cut that rookie that we drafted, honestly. I think somebody's going to pick him up, and I don't want to feel like I have to play him this year. We only got 1 year on this anyway. Steph Curry plans to retire. That's fine. All right, so this lineup looks a little weird, but I don't care. So we got Walter Clayton starting at the 1, Anthony Edwards at the 2, Lou Dort at the 3, Barnes at the 4, Manuel Fernandez at the 5, Ty and Anthony Edwards on minutes because he's really our only true center on this team. Anthony Black's going to be the 6th man, only getting 25 minutes. Only 15 to Strawther, unless his efficiency gets up, is probably going to stay there. Only 15 to Josh Hart, 11 to DiVincenzo, 11 to Kispert, and 8 to Maxence Prosper, filling out the rest of those center minutes. We are still going to do play through star for now. Average tempo, limit transition on offensive rebounding, limit perimeter shots, play physical defense. I like that. We'll keep it for now. Looking at the system proficiency, we're at 4.5 stars. I don't see anything else that's better, so we're going to keep it at balanced, and we're going to simulate. Manuel Fernandez is hurt. It's day-to-day. We'll leave him in there. Jokic, your NBA Cup MVP. Corey Kispert has strained his left Achilles. He'll be out 1 to 2 weeks. Going to up Maxence Prosper's minutes. Going to up DiVincenzo's minutes. Josh Hart's minutes, as well as Strawther's minutes. Only a 10-man rotation. Corey Kispert's healed. How is he doing this season? Not bad. 1.8 plus minus. We'll get him back in there. Kispert only getting 10 minutes this time. Anthony Black, he's looking good. 7-3-5 almost. Almost 8-3-5. Really good plus player. He probably should get more minutes. Walter Clayton hitting 10, 3, and 4 in that starting lineup. Not as efficient, but getting close to 50, 40, 90. So either way, really solid efficiency. Ooh, strained groin, going to be out 8 to 10 weeks. Lou Dort is. So I think that puts Spurt in that starting 3 spot. I like that more than anything else. Maybe Hugo Gonzalez time. You never know. I think we should give him some minutes and see what he can do. See what his efficiency's looking like. Lou Dort having an okay season. Really kind of regressing, honestly. Efficiency not as good. So this may be a good chance for Hugo Gonzalez to come in and show what he's got. We'll give him 13 minutes. Pittsburgh's going to get 25 minutes. Saying Clayton we should give less minutes to. Let's put Clayton as our 6th man and let's see how that does. We'll give Clayton 23 minutes as our 6th man. Give 29 Anthony Black. Fill out the rest to Prosper there. Manuel Fernandez having a nice season. 15 and 9. 2 assists. 1 steal and 2 blocks, improving that field goal percentage a little bit. How many threes is he taking a game? I don't know why he takes so many threes in these games he plays. Oh my gosh, way too many threes. He shot 400 3-pointers last year. He's shooting 255 so far this year. That's insane. Why is he shooting so much? He's got a 75 3, so I don't hate it. He's a B- rating, but he's shooting way too many. 3, 7, 7, 6, 5, 6, 6. So shooting 4 or 5 threes a game. Some games he's shooting 8, 11, 9, 10. Way too comfortable from that 3-pointer. And what's his average from it? What's his field goal percentage? 32%. That's not that bad. It needs to be better though, shooting that many. We may have to change that. What's Scotty Barnes doing this year? Very much the same. Yeah, his numbers have gotten worse over the years since he started here, which isn't good. All right, let's keep it going. Manuel Fernandez is going to be out 1 to 2 weeks. It is the trade deadline. Let's see what we can get for Strother. Don't see any good trades there. I hate how I can't pick like my 1, 2, and 3rd option on the team anymore on 2K. And I also don't like how 2K got rid of training camps because it did do a lot extra for the game. So we're going to just up Anthony Black's tendencies real quick. We really need him to shoot more. He is efficient. We just need him to shoot more. So we're going to go edit Anthony Black's tendencies. We're just going to up everything by 10. Just up his tendencies all across the board. I think this will help us. It's just going to stay the same if I don't do anything. So I got to make some adjustments here. Upped everything by 10. And we're going to go to our guy, Manuel Fernandez. We're going to go to his tendencies as well. We're just going to go straight to shoot 3 tendency. He's got a 78 shot 3 tendency. We're going to bring that all the way down to a 35. Because he's not shooting bad, but he's shooting way too many. It's a liability for this team. If we're going to have a chance to win a championship, realistically, he cannot be taking that many threes. So there you go. That's the only changes we make. Not doing any trades. Seeing what we can do with this team. Scotty Barnes is out 1 to 2 weeks. But Emmanuel Fernandez is back. Looking at the All-Stars, I don't see... No Anthony... Oh, there he is. I didn't see him at first. So Anthony Edwards on here. No Scotty Barnes. He was hurt, though, so he might have made it. Nobody else, though. Looks like an auto-generated player won the dunk contest. Victor Wembanyama won the 3-point contest. That's a first that I've seen. 34 and 24. Scotty Barnes is coming back. We're 7th in the East. 11.5 games back. Nets way out in front. Raptors, Knicks behind them. Just going to sim through the contract extension deadline, even though we should probably re-sign guys. We know this is our last year. Lou Dort is back after those 8 to 10 weeks. And so now we can finally start winning some games. Anthony Black's day-to-day. So we have locked up the 6th seed. We're too far back behind the Bucks to do anything else. So we're going to be going up against the Knicks in the playoffs, who we did beat last year in 6 games. And they probably have a lot of their same guys. Win 47 games this season. Wemby back-to-back MVP. Stephon Ellis, Rookie of the Year. Keontae George, 6th Man of the Year. I think he won that in the year 1 of the simulation. Wemby, Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem Udoh, Most Improved Player. Ja Morant, Clutch Player of the Year. Jordy Fernandez, Coach of the Year with the Nets. I got to look at that team here in a minute because they are stacked, whatever they are. Nets, Executive of the Year. Jokic got that NBA Cup MVP. Wemby, Jokic, Shea, Luka, and Giannis, first team. No surprises. Anthony Edwards for the Magic made the 2nd team. Very nice. Josh Giddey, Jason Tatum, Brandon Miller on the come up here. Ja Morant. Then you had Alperen Sengun, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, Karl Anthony Towns, and Stephen Curry. Defensive first team, you had Wemby, Derek Lively, Dyson Daniels, Amin Thompson, and Giannis. Our Emmanuel Fernandez got all defensive 2nd team. You had Chet on there, Walker Kessler, Evan Mobley, and Jalen Williams. Emmanuel Fernandez with a nice year, 15 and 9. Shot 43% from the field, 33% from three, 2 blocks a game, and a steal. We'll take that from our starting center for sure. All rookie first team here, all rookie second team here. Del Swift, the guy that we dropped, he ended up getting 10 points a game. We drafted and dropped him, so you're welcome, Bulls. He had a nice rookie season too, and he still got a good amount of potential to fill out, so good for him. He wasn't going to play here anyway. Let's look at that Nets roster real quick. Jason Tatum, Jalen Duren, DeJounte Murray, Devin Vassell. We should have drafted DeJounte Murray for sure. Devin Vassell, Mikal Bridges, Robert Williams, Damani Kamara's on here, Will Richard. Not that crazy, honestly. I think we're just as good as them. Let's decide our playoff rotation. So yeah, we're just going to run a 9-man rotation. Julian Strawther, his numbers did improve big time, so he's going to get a good amount of minutes. 38 minutes, Emmanuel Fernandez in year 2. A lot of weight on his shoulders in that center spot. 27 for Anthony Black coming off the bench, as well as 27 for Walter Clayton Jr. 39 for Anthony Edwards, 29 for Lou Dort, 33 for Scotty Barnes. You got Strawther with 19, Josh Hart getting 15, DiVincenzo getting 13. I feel like we may need Jabari Walker for rebounds or Prosper. May need Kispert for some three-point shooting. Definitely did regress this year with us though, so we're going to leave him out for now. Hugo Gonzalez didn't play a whole lot for us. Played through star, keep everything the same. Let's see this New York squad for the one time. They got Karl Anthony Towns, VJ Edgecomb's at 88 now, Herb Jones, RJ Watson. So they switched it up a little this year, but still got a lot of the same guys. Tari Eason's hurt, which is good for us. He's not going to play this series. We should be able to beat him, no problem. Karl Anthony Towns and Zubac is definitely a matchup to look out for against us, but Scotty Barnes and Fernandez should be able to hold their ground. We're getting smashed in this first game. Karl Anthony Towns dropping 34 points on us, shot 13 threes. And yeah, I think we need to protect the inside a little more. So let me not put the focus on perimeter shots anymore. Neutral defensive focus, play physical defense. We'll just do neutral defensive aggression, honestly. Cannot lose this first round. Yeah, we're getting killed. Karl Anthony Towns with another big game. And as soon as we take away the limit perimeter shots, they come back and they start hitting threes on us. Anthony Edwards with the off game too, which we can't have. So we need to have Fernandez on Zoop the whole game. Is Lou Dort going to be enough to guard VJ Edgecombe? I think so. Lou Dort's a solid defender and he's getting a good amount of minutes. So Lou Dort all time on VJ Edgecombe. And then Karl Anthony Towns getting guarded by Scotty Barnes. Going to go back to the physical defensive aggression, but a neutral focus still playing through star. Need Anthony Edwards to show up. And I want to watch this game and see what's going on. We're down 2-0. May need to start Anthony Black. I don't know. I thought Walter Clayton just splashed that after I said that. Even if we start Anthony Black, it's still going to be the same amount of minutes. Nice defense by Fernandez. Anthony Edwards, pull up 3 in the face, but missed it unfortunately. New York gets the rebound. They're pushing the ball up the floor. VJ Edgecomb's got the ball and a nice pull up on freaking Walter Clayton Jr. I really want to keep starting Walter Clayton Jr., but that may be the decision we have to make if we want a chance to win this thing. They have a pretty tall lineup too. Anthony Edwards with the pull up, misses it. We got to get it together, guys. Anthony Edwards guarding VJ Edgecombe, which I don't know if my defensive rating saved or not. They should have, but it doesn't look like they did. Zubac with the easy putback. They're just too big for us, man. Scotty Barnes, ooh, his shit packed. That was nasty. As soon as he made a nice move to the rim, gets his shit packed. Gets a nice pick, does a nice move on Cat, and just bam. So we're just going to simcast this and hope we win. So we lose. So we're down 3-0, and we're going to have to do get shooters open and shoot at will. Just watching us 2 minutes against that Knicks squad, we're going to have to put up some threes. So get shooters open, shoot at will. Is it going to be enough to come back from 3-0? I don't know. And we need to get a big guy coming in off the bench. We're going to decrease all these bench guys' minutes. Even Anthony Black, who apparently is having a poor playoffs. Having a horrible playoffs. Anthony Black only putting up 3 points a game. He shot so well, 50, 40, 80 almost during the regular season. Numbers aren't great, but still. And then these playoffs, he's putting up 3 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists on 25% shooting, 50% free throw. We're going to have to bring him all the way down to 17. Jabari Walker, you're going to get 13 minutes for us just because we need some rebounding in there. We'll go 10 for Jabari Walker, 31 for Walter Clayton, 30 for Lou Dort, 40 for Anthony Edwards, 35 for Scotty Barnes, 38 for Fernandez. I didn't realize Anthony Black was playing that bad. All right, switched it up. Let's see how we do in this next game. Whole lot closer this game. It's still very close, but only won by 7. Anthony Black having a little bit better game there. Anthony Edwards, 35 points. Fernandez with 31 points, 10 for 12 from the line. Shot 6 threes. Scotty Barnes shot 5 threes. Walter Clayton shot 8, though. Yeah, I think this is what it's going to take for us to win this series. Stevenzo not performing well in these playoffs. Lou Dort probably should be shooting a little more. Julian Strother not doing too bad. 3-point percentage is horrible, though. Josh Hart not doing too bad either. May need to get him more minutes. All right, let's see what we do in this next game. Can we come back down 3-0? I don't think that's ever happened. One game at a time. Looking like we're holding it true. We come back 3-2. Can we come back in this one? It's going to be too much. So we lose in 6. It looks like that 6-7 and under small ball lineup, no matter what we do, it's just going to be too tough. Even though we try to get a guy and Emmanuel Fernandez to come grab the boards for us, it just wasn't enough. We should have built this team from a more offensive-minded perspective. I thought Anthony Edwards would be enough. Walter Clayton, love to see the progression throughout the simulation with him. We got him to be the starting point guard of this team. Got close to 50, 40, 90 shooting this year. Julian Strother, we really developed for the short time we've had him. Another failed rebuild, unfortunately. No wonder the small ball thing hasn't really transpired into anything. I thought this team was going to do a lot better. The Anthony Edwards Achilles tear really destroyed us. That was year 1 too, right? That was year 1. In year 1, Anthony Edwards tears his Achilles. It hampers him going into year 2. He's carrying the injury into year 2 of this rebuild. We might have won the championship in that first year. We had such a good squad. We couldn't keep everybody, unfortunately. It was fun, though, and I learned a lot. I get better throughout these rebuilds, and I think we built some interesting and exciting teams. I hope you enjoyed the rebuild. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the championship, but we did do a lot of great things in this rebuild. A lot of great team and player progression. But I am going to do this small ball team again. This isn't the last time I do this video. We are going to retry this. We're going to get it down. We are going to make the greatest small ball team of all time. Appreciate you watching. Subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. We'll catch you in the next one. We got a lot more coming to you. We're going to come back even more determined, more ready, and more great for the next one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Good luck. Good night. Dylan's out. Peace.